First thing that we're going to do is grab our text, and you're going to want to grab a text plus box. Then put in whatever you want to put in for your text. And then you're just going to place it kind of where you want it to be. You might have to move this eventually, but that's totally cool. Just get it in a general area for where you think your text is going to go. And then from there, what we want to do is start playing around with the rotation. And so, as you can see here, you can kind of make it look flat like it's on the ground. Now, there's a bunch of different things you could play around with in this area. The shear will kind of change the angle. So if you're shooting on an angle, you can kind of mess around with that as well. Mine is kind of straight on a little. There's a little bit of an angle, so I'm going to put a little bit of that. The y-axis changes this, which is kind of cool. It basically makes the letters look diagonal. So you could also keyframe this if you're going for something a little funky. I'm going to keep mine right at 0 though. And then your composite, what I like to do is go to soft light. I think that looks the most realistic. And then you can kind of just play around with it from there if you want to make it bigger. Oh, shoot. And then so another thing that you might want to play around with here is the pitch and the yaw. That will kind of make it look like, let's say you're approaching a parking lot and there's something on the ground that says crosswalk ahead, or I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example. I can't right now. But you know what I'm trying to say, something on the ground that's painted words and it's stretched out like that. This is kind of what you want to do with that is you take the pitch and you move it. And you can, the yaw will go horizontal axis, pitch will go vertical axis. And then I don't like how much it changed the spacing of the line, so I'm going to move that in. And then I think the shear needs to actually be changed a little bit. And I think that looks pretty realistic. I'm pretty happy with that.